If dinosaurs still existed in our beautiful planet today, where could they be hiding that we have not found them? That is what we're going to talk about today. Now, to start us off with, obviously, we know roughly 66 million years ago, and the world looked a lot different then, a meteor hit right around here in the Yucatan Peninsula off of Mexico. Right here. It hit right here and caused a mass extinction, which wiped out pretty much every single dinosaur that we know. Obviously, some survived, evolved to birds, and like others survived, but most dinosaurs that we know died, and prehistoric creatures. Now, first of all, we have to places where they could live. First of all, let's look at where they used to live. So, two of the biggest carnivores ever, the Spinosaurus and the Carcharodontosaurus, lived in northern Africa, in Egypt, in Morocco, and like these places. Now, obviously, back then it wasn't desert like this. As a matter of fact, it was tropical jungle and swamplands, sort of like Sumatra and Kalimantan. But nowadays it's a lot like this, so we can already rule out that. But where could they possibly be hiding? Now, the most probably decent guess, if, of course, I'm not saying they are long gone, but hypothetically, if they were still alive and hiding, South America would be the best place to look. Because especially in the state of Amazonias in Brazil, instead of Acre, there is so much undiscovered land. For example, and I will shout out this YouTube channel because he's the one that found it. If you go to the city of Chichismayo in Peru and you go 3D, and this little valley here, if you go down into this valley, you can see some clearings. And what in those clearings you can see is little huts. And those are more than likely uncontacted tribes in the Peru rainforest. So just like that, there's already things that we've seen, but we haven't actually been to. But there is so much land here that is just forest for kilometers and kilometers and kilometers and kilometers. I mean, if we go from Gomez, which I mean, it still just looks like that, it's probably not mapped. But if we go from, where is it? If we go from where those uncontacted tribes are, right around here, let's get the ruler out, and we go to, let's say, I want to go to the biggest city, which would probably be this one. Ayacucho. It's probably the biggest one. That is 270,000 meters, which is insane. But that just shows you how much space really is here. And there's so much. There's water, the Amazon River, but there's just so much room. So that would be more likely. And obviously, we gotta look at what's it called? Islands. Now, in Jurassic Park, we know the 5 Isles of Death, I think that's what they call it, are based off. They're like southwest of Costa Rica, and southwest Costa Rica. We have here Isla Santiago, Isla Fernandina, Isla Espanola, and these are what are based off of. So, could they be here? I don't even know if there's any There's some. Let's have a look at this. Could dinosaurs be on this island? Who knows? But that could be another place where they could be found. And if we zoom out, the next best guess is probably in Papua New Guinea. Go off Street View. Oh, it's trying to take me into Street View. But Papua New Guinea has, and like, look at all these islands up here of just forest and forest, and you can see mountains, and that looks like a volcano. Oh, there's one right there. Look at that. 2 volcanoes. That's sick. But look at this island. That would be perfect. But it's just all these little things where dinosaurs could be. Just big volcanic islands that are uninhabited. And there's so much free real estate that they could be hiding in. And obviously, they're probably not. But there's just so much. Like Papua New Guinea, there's so many islands off the coast. And if we go, like, you see these? All these little islands. Let's grab this guy. Can we go there? No. Here, we'll go to, and there's nothing on any of these islands. Even this big one, there's barely any. What if we, here, we'll go into this island. Look at this. There is so much. So much. So, my best bet, where if dinosaurs somehow managed to survive the meteor, survive humans, survive the Ice Age, all of that, would be deep in the Amazon rainforest and South American rainforests, islands in the Pacific, in the Indian, any islands could, of course, house them, or deep in the Indonesian rainforests and Papua New Guinea and just all of these places. Now, do I think there could be any in remote Mongolia, China, Russia? There could be. I mean, for example, in Russia, I think it was one of these islands up here. Mammoths were still here until roughly, I think it was about 9,000 years ago, which is kind of crazy to think. And there was only like 15 of them up here because of humans drive them up here. But that's just crazy to think about, that only I say 9,000 years ago, mammoths were up here. But it is very cold up there, and we know dinosaurs lived in a time where it was very, very warm and tropical. So I'm going to say no, as China, Kazakhstan, Russia, Mongolia, they were all warm. Everything was warm back then and tropical. Do I think any could be in Europe? No, I don't. I think Europe is, first of all, the climate isn't right, and I just don't see where they could be. Africa, I feel like possibly not Northern Africa like they used to be, as its climate is very different to how it used to be. But maybe in like Republic of Congo, Uganda, maybe there, but yet again, it doesn't seem right to me. But South America, I reckon yes. The Central Americas could be, but I feel like they're a bit too small. What are these islands called again? Oh my god, the Caribbeans. Could they be in the Caribbeans? They could be, but they're just a bit too urbanized. But they could be. They still could be. North America? No. obviously we had historic figures, historical dinosaur figures living in North America, such as the T-Rex, the Triceratops, and they were, you know, the kings. But I don't think they could be there. The only climates that would suit them would be Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, Mississippi, Louisiana, those more tropical states. Now, could there be any in Canada? We know Edmontosaurus, Albertosaurus. We know those were some big ones, and Canada does have a lot of dinosaurs fossil recovered, but I don't think, yet again, the climate doesn't suit it as it once did. But you know, it's got the space for sure. But yeah, that is what I think. Now, are dinosaurs still alive? No, they are extinct. Well extinct. But if they were alive, those could be the places that they hide in. But we would have noticed it long ago. We explore everything. Ecosystems would be very different. They're not the easiest thing to hide, and it would be a scientific marvel if they survived all this long and hid from human eyes. But if you did enjoy this short video about where dinosaurs could be if they were still alive these days, please make sure to like and subscribe. It would mean everything to me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.